And welcome back. May is Mental Health Awareness Month, and with us this morning is Chuck Dow with Borrow My Angel and Anna Stark, chairperson of Wing Walk. Thank you both for joining us today. It's early in the morning and you're here.
Happy to be here. Yeah, thanks for having us.
Okay, explain Borrow My Angel.
Sure. So Borrow My Angel is a local nonprofit. We started over the last few years focused on mental health and removing the stigma specifically from mental health. So I like to describe it as we're a storytelling organization. Okay. Our goal for Borrow is to shine the spotlight on the conversation of mental health, tell stories of mental health that are powerful, that connect people with hope, because there is study after study after study that shows one of the main barriers of access to care for mental health, and the reason why people don't go seek the professional help that they need is this cultural stigma around mental health.
Sure.
So our goal is to put the spotlight on the conversation, normalize that conversation, encourage people to seek professional help, and educate the general public on mental health best practices.
Yeah, now speaking of educating the public, you guys have been asking people to take this pledge all month long. So why don't you kind of tell our viewers what that pledge is and kind of what the goal of this was?
Yeah, thanks, Blake. So we created the Angel Pledge, as we call it, back in November of last year. And because May is Mental Health Awareness Month, our goal this month was to get 988 people right here in our local community to take that pledge.
Wow.
Now, 988 is obviously a reference to the 988 number, which is very similar to 911, but the number for mental health. So the pledge, and I think we may have it on the screen, has 6 pillars to it, but it's basic concepts from mental health first aid training. Things as simple as I pledge to take care of myself so I can actually take care of others. I pledge to create a safe space for people to talk. I pledge to encourage people to go seek professional help when it's time. So again, I think we flashed it on the screen a second ago. You could click on the QR code and take that pledge, but it's really just it's a symbolic step to say, hey, I'm going to be part of the solution.
All right, and that's going, I mean, of course you could take that pledge anytime, but especially during this month, you're looking for people to kind of, taking a pledge like that is also getting a little more understanding about what things are about.
Absolutely. Because truth be told, our goal with the pledge is to really create this community, right? And there are folks that, again, say, hey, I am part of the solution, but then it also allows us the opportunity to continually engage with those folks who have taken the pledge. Share tips for self-care, share education resources. So it's not just, hey, I'm going to take the pledge and then forget about this forever. It's an ongoing communication that we can share to continue to educate on mental health best practices.
Most importantly, there is nothing wrong about seeking help.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Nothing. There's nothing wrong.
Yeah.
Big event coming up.
Yes.
Tell us about that.
We are very excited. I believe that no matter your walk of life, mental health is something that affects us all. So we're inviting our community to come and walk with us on Saturday, June 21st at Jordan Valley Park. We are doing a 988-step walk around the park in memorial of those who lost their battle with mental health, and for those who are celebrating, still showing up for themselves. So we have an evening filled with celebration for an education for the whole family. There'll be bounce houses and face painting. We'll have a dance party afterwards. It's gonna be great. We want people to come out and heal out loud because we've lost too many in the silence.
Yeah.
What would you say to someone out there who maybe is struggling, I guess, right? And like, what advice would you give them today that will maybe just not entirely heal them, but maybe just help them kind of start to walk in the right direction?
Sure. I mean, that's a big question,
Yeah.
right? And I would, truth be told, I don't know that I feel qualified to answer because
Yeah.
I'm not a mental health professional, right? But I think the first thing that always comes to mind is it's okay to not be okay,
yeah.
right? I think that in and of itself is sometimes we feel like, oh, well, there must be something wrong with me. That's why I'm struggling. The reality is every one of us get to that phase.
Yeah.
So it's okay to be that way. I think communicate to the people that you care about. And if it is in a place where you feel like you need professional help, please seek professional help at that point.
Yeah, no,
I think it's also difficult because if you see things in a person, you feel they may need help, that can be a difficulty too, because I could say to you, maybe you need someone to talk to, and the walls go up right away.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to, you have all the bad ideas of what, mental health is about.
Sure.
And you're not going to let those good ones in. That's difficult to do.
See, Tom, where my mind goes as you say that is, this is exactly the professional education that we encourage folks to take.
Right.
There are actually two separate programs. There's QPR, which is the mental health version of CPR. It's a smaller program, takes about an hour and a half to complete. And we also have mental health first aid training that's a longer, it's a full day program. Both of those programs can be done through some local organizations. One of our favorites and one of our partners is Community Partnership of the Ozarks.
Yeah.
So you can actually go to the CPO website and you can sign up for local trainings. That's exactly it, right? Because most of us don't know how to act in that moment
Right.
and the best practice. Please go through one of those education programs because you will learn the best steps to then see those signs and then how to refer to professional
Doesn't
help.
take much time to learn how to help someone.
Yeah.
exactly it.
Yeah. If people want more information about everything we've covered this morning, how do they go about getting that?
The easiest place is you can go to our website, which is borrowmyangel.org. I do want to add two quick things. On the wing walk, we do encourage you to show up in your angel wings
Yes,
if you're inclined.
wear your
This is
wings,
our
come walk
second
with
year
us,
event,
yes.
and surprisingly, most of the people last year showed up in angel wings.
Yes.
It was
Nice.
so much fun.
That's cool.
And the second thing is I do want to say thank you. Lakeland Behavioral Health System is actually our title sponsor for Wing Walk, so very thankful for their support as well. But yes, please come out and join us on June 21st at Jordan Valley.
Perfect. Well, thank you guys for being here.
Borrowmyangel.org.
Borrowmyangel.org.
Yeah, perfect.
Thanks
Anna,
for
Chuck,
being
thank
here.
you guys.
Thank you
So
so
good
much.
seeing
Thank you guys for having us this morning.